For today, I have any notes. Won't continue on right now with chapter 19, section 2. There's 2 writing assignments that are going to get done in class today. So you'll have the amount of time that's left. You don't necessarily have to get into depth. Don't sit there and ponder over this. Just write what is in your brain on this other part. And that's the reason why you can't use any technology. You can't use your phone, can't look anything else up. But just to the point of what you have gotten through. And we can use anything from chapter 1 all the way to chapter 19. Okay. And I'll kind of give you a little bit of examples on a couple of them. But you're going to take 2 sheets of paper. All right. And the sheet of paper here is going to have your name, your date, world history, my name, and then the question title. The question title is what's underlined. So number 1 would be advancements in technology. The second page, all right, is going to be forms of trade that are there. So the first question asked, what were some of the advancements in technology to this point in the world? We just focused on one form of advancement in technology yesterday in chapter 19, section 1, and that was what? What was the big emphasis of sailing? Okay, so whether it was astrolabe, whether it was the use of stars, whether it was the idea of a rudder, okay, you can go all the way back because this is still an advancement in technology. Is going to be the idea of creating spears, creating swords, creating guns, creating steel, any of that stuff that's there. And I'll even let you use the advancements in technology that we haven't covered yet, which would be the stuff that you're very familiar with. And that would be technology. Okay, so any of those things can be used as an advancements in technology, and just explain what those advancements were. Okay, number 2 says what forms of trade and things that have been traded up to this point in world history. Ton of things have been traded. All right, anything from gold, anything from salt. We talked a lot about that. Anything from the silk on the Silk Road. The spices that'll go into the East Indian Trade Company, talking about coming over with bartering for agricultural goods that are there. So anything that was of value, that was of trade, the reason why it was traded, how it was traded, whether it was traded for pieces of metal, whether it was bartered for the exact same thing. We talked about trading humans during that time, honestly, for the idea of either land or goats or resources or whatever, but how you got that. All right. So what were some of the forms of trade? How did they trade them up to this point in world history? All right. Each one of these has to be 3/4 of a page. Okay. Each one of these has to be 3/4 of a page. All right. So let those ideas flow. Just get to writing, pop it out there. You got to turn both of these in before you walk out of the classroom. Okay. So let them go. Don't get brain locked. Don't get stuck and just sit there and stare at your paper for a little while. Okay. Make sure you're writing and you're good to go on that one. If there is any remote possibility that within the next however many freezing cold days are coming up that we do not come to school, do not forget you can go onto Canvas, click on important links, and every one of these YouTube videos is there. Every single one of those assignments, it says go to Canvas. Make sure this is there. I'll post it as an announcement also with the link on it, so it makes it even easier to get to. But make sure you know that you need to go to Canvas, go to important links, go to YouTube. The assignment will be on there. What we'll have will be there. I'll even offer an opportunity for a certain time period per day that we will have, a Zoom meeting where you can sign on and ask any questions right there. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off and get back to the class there.